Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, HaKadosh. Double honor to those apostles, great most, and every well, peace and blessings to the elect of Israel. Shalom and a Bible ball.
Shalom.
Back at it with another through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, this video is edifying. And without further ado, we just gonna get right into it. We might do a little various topics, but through the spirit, we mainly want to touch points and touch base on how Babylon is failing, all right? And one of the ways Babylon is failing is that Babylon is divided against Babylon, man. Satan is divided against Satan, okay? And ultimately, that's a part of the curses, okay? I'm gonna actually, Baba Kashal, can you start off with Deuteronomy 30
Come on, brother.
and verse 7? And I'm gonna get Deuteronomy 28. All right.
All right, this is Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7, and it reads, "And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. And thou shalt return and obey the voice of the Lord, and do all his commandments which I command thee this day. And the Lord thy power will make thee plenteous in the works, in every works of thine hand, and in the fruit of thy body, and in the fruit of thy cattle, and in the fruit of thy land, for good. For the Lord will again rejoice over thee for good, and he rejoiced over thy fathers."
As he rejoiced.
Shalakia. As he rejoiced over thy fathers.
Yeah, but the point, and that's a beautiful scripture because the Lord, you see, the Lord is making us plenteous in every work of our hands now with this word, man. Because we put our hand to the plow, and through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, not of ourselves, we've been doing this thing plenteously, man. Abarazah, we continue to endure. All right, I was just watching the apostles. They were saying how you see Great Millstone is the one who's heavily pushing out those videos, man. That's us being plenteous in this work. Abarazah, we be part of that number. Okay. Now, pretty much, but verse 7, where does it say, "These curses are going to be upon your enemies, which hated thee and persecuted thee." Yep. Hey, man, we seen the form of that today before we cut on the camera, man. Brother pulled up to my neighborhood, got the fucking guard lady persecuting us and shit, Yep. But the Wadi Abashim Shai delivered us from that situation.
That's right.
But nonetheless, man, this is the part of the curses, man, okay? Because this says Deuteronomy 28 and 54. It says, "So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother and toward the wife of his bosom and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave," man. And that pretty much the reason why I'm bringing this out, because this is what you had a part of the curses for us, Israel. You had so-called black on black crime. You had so-called black and brown crime or whatever, which basically is like the northern kingdom versus southern kingdom, or you had southern kingdom versus southern kingdom, northern kingdom versus northern kingdom. Pretty much Jake is killing each other, man. Jake is trying to come after each other for each other's own downfall. That's a part of the curses. Our eye being evil towards our brother, man. All right? But you're starting to see that now with Esau and these other heathen nations, mainly with Esau, because you're seeing how these Babylonians are coming against these Babylonians, man. And we got a couple of news articles and stuff like that to back up these claims to pretty much further prove biblical prophecy, man. All right? Because we don't need Esau's proof. Yep. All right, but all that stuff that we see in the news and stuff like that is just further confirmation that the scriptures is true, which we know that, through faith and through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. But Esau is just further confirming it, man.
Yep.
And he doesn't want to confirm it, but it's just like, the Lord's putting the spirit on him to confirm it. You see what I'm saying?
That's right, brother.
Baba Kusha, can you get Matthew 12? And I think it's like 25, if I'm not mistaken. Either 12 and 26 or 12 and 25.
Come on. All right, this is Matthew chapter 12, verse 25. "And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand." Verse 26, "And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand?"
That's right. So why do we bring this out through the spirit? You about to get the article out? That's
right,
the spirit. This is why we're bringing this out through the spirit, because it says every house divided against itself shall not stand. And you're seeing the Democratic House and the Republican House, which is two sides of the same coin. All right, they're coming against each other here in these last days, man. All right, you seen how pretty much people was back during when the elections was going off with Trump and Biden. They were saying if you vote for Trump, we're gonna mess you up. If you vote for Biden, we're gonna mess you up. So it's like shit. You damned if you do, you damned if you don't.
Yep. You want to start with this one, Salaki, brother, for cutting you off.
Yeah, you could. Yep, that's perfect. That's the same one I was thinking about.
Yeah, Salaki, for cutting you off.
Nah, you good. You good.
All right, this is end time headlines.org. That Tyler Reed's former DHS official says Republican Party is a greater threat to national security than Al Qaeda or ISIS.
Right, and think about it, man. You know how hard Esau was going on them so-called terrorists.
Yep.
You know, a couple years back, talking about Al Qaeda, ISIS. You know, there's like a lot of stuff in the news and the media, how they're terrorists and stuff like that, how they're going to war with them. But little do you know, Esau is really funding them. All right. You know, Esau, he's a damn devil. He'll paint the picture like, you know, they're such bad guys, but he's the one giving them the guns and shit like that when you go deeper into it. But nonetheless,
Hey, Salaki, just like Jake, you know, in Chicago and Miami, they try to demonize them, but they're the ones that's dropping these fully automatic guns in these neighborhoods. How does Jake have M16, which costs, you know, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000? They the one that's dropping them. Just like how they do Al Qaeda and ISIS, they fund these things that happen down here.
right, bro. How does Jake end up with a rocket launcher, man?
Yep.
You know, like Rondo number 9. Jake had a fucking rocket launcher. Like, that's Esau funding Jake with that, man.
Yep.
Okay, because there's certain class weapons where you find Jake having, you like, how the fuck this nigga got that shit?
Yep.
They not just randomly selling it at the gun store.
Hell no.
So-
Even AK-47, that's a, you know, shit. Fucking, what's the other one? The fully one, like a 5.56 or 7.62.
Uh-huh.
Like those fully automatic rifle guns. Those guns cost a lot of money, but you have Jake in the hood that be having them.
Right.
That just to show you that Esau the one that's dropping them care packages down there.
Man, there was I think Brother Yatazak brought it out not too long ago about like back in Miami, there was like a helicopter dropped like a crate of guns in the area, and just simultaneously they couldn't find it anymore, right? Like, come on, man. Esau, here it is. Esau could track you down. Here it is. Esau was able to track down, what's that nigga name? Osama bin Laden.
Yep.
Out of a compound, Lord knows wherever the fuck he was at. They was able to track his ass down, but they couldn't find them crates of guns, man. Stop fucking playing, man. And then also, you know, there was dudes who literally came out with testimonies, if I'm not mistaken. They were from Chicago, and they were saying, like, they found in certain alleyways just crates, unlocked crates full of guns.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, where do you... It's Esau, though. But nonetheless, not to get too far off topic, the news article just said it right here that the Republican Party is a greater threat to the national security than Al Qaeda or ISIS, man. That's going to show you what Satan is divided against Satan, man. Because the Republican Party and the Democratic Party really goes back to the patricians and the plebeians, man. All right, the patricians will be the modern day form or equivalent of the Republicans, and the plebeians will be the modern day equivalent of the Democrats. Okay, and that goes back to Rome, because the Roman Empire had a Senate House. It had, you know, let me get the scripture real quick. Okay. But Babu Shah, can you go to Revelation 13 and 11, Babu Shah? All right. This is yeah, you go ahead, Doc.
This is Revelation chapter 13, starting at verse 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon.
2 horns like a lamb and spake as a dragon. All right, meaning what? Those 2 horns like a lamb represent you know, the two houses, or the 2 Senate houses, if you will, man. The main 2 ones, because you have more than one faction of them, you know, party. But the main 2 ones is what? The Republicans and the Democrats, man. So those 2 horns like a lamb is the Republicans and the Democrats. And that's how Esau tried to start off with. He tried to start off like, you know, a lamb nation. You know, in God we trust, you know. God bless America. Try to start off like a lamb, but it says spake as a dragon, going into those draconian measures, man. And that's also part of the various topics we're going to get into. In certain places, they're starting to mandate the mask now. Even if you are vaccinated, they're starting to mandate the mask. That's a part of them draconian legislations, man. And I be seeing it at work all the time. There be people, because I still wear my mask at the job, because I don't want these niggas with the vaccine talking all up in my face. You know, obviously, you know, we trusting y'all by Shemashai. I don't want these niggas hot ass vaccine breath in my face, you know? Like, bro, I'm talking about, like, no lie, I will start to feel shit in my throat with these niggas talking to me and shit. So I put my mask back on. I'm like, nah, fuck that. I don't want to be around these niggas, man. You know, them niggas is walking viruses themselves.
Come.
But here it is, they trying to paint the picture like the ones who don't have the max is the enemies to the state, man. But
Hey.
really, the ones who do have the max is the enemies to the state, man.
Hey, that's the spirit, brother. Cause hey, on this app it says
On the end time headline.
it says CDC director says the U.S. is facing a pandemic of the unvaccinated as C19 numbers jump.
Exactly, bro. And that's the thing. Like, that's the thing. How is it that you had more than half of the U.S. population vaccinated, but yet the numbers are still jumping?
Yo.
How is it that you have people who get vaccinated and they're still getting the virus? This is a setup, bro.
Hey, that's the spirit, brother. Look at this.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Al.
that's the spirit.
Go ahead.
It says, here we go again. Las Vegas officials join other cities now recommending mask indoors regardless of the vaccine status. Man, so that's just to show you this whole thing, you know, you really thought that, you know, you getting this jab, we was going to go back to normal. For then they shall say peace and safety.
Man.
All right, but that's just to show you that Esau Edom is about to show his horns, man, to you people, man. This is all the setup to what? Revelation 13, verse 16, man. All right, they about to come down with that great wrath on you, you people that think that, all right, shit is all sweet. Really, how about Shemal Shai is?
Yep. Lord, that's why the Lord sent Esau to come through with that baby sword, which is that jab, man.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, all right, going back to Revelation 13, speaking as a dragon, that's those draconian legislations and measures, man. And we're going to go further deep into that too. All right, Abaratazah, this is, you know, all part of the works of the Heavenly Father, man. Because ultimately, Esau's main thing is what? He wants to implement his New World Order.
Yep.
So I'm saying this is all a part of him implementing his New World Order, man. He's got to find some way to depopulate the world.
Yep.
And we kicking it to you straight, Abaratazah, they don't clip this video, you know? And they're going to try to roll on us too, because look at everybody else who was revolutionary speakers and, you know, they were speaking against the powers that be. They put them to death.
Put him to death.
If they didn't sell out, if them same dudes who was speaking against them didn't sell out and went back on their word, they more than likely almost always was demonized, or they assassinated them. So you don't think they're gonna do it to the men of the Lord? They're already demonizing us. There was just some shit. An article came out the other day how basically some dude got strangled to death because they were arguing over a Bible verse. Oh, they're trying to basically come to the houses that have guns and take away their guns and their Bibles too, right? Like, come on, bro. They're already demonizing us, man. So what do you think is next? They're gonna try to put us to death.
Man, that's the spirit that you said that about the, you know, the revolutionary speakers back then. Because you had, even though we know Martin Luther King was set up, you had Jesse Jackson, you had R. Sharpton, but look who's dead.
Right.
So that's just to show you that the people that's still around now sold out.
Yeah,
And
Al
we could-
Sharpton has sold out.
And we could decipher that through these Israelites that's you know, preaching the word, but they false prophets, because they could spew all these things that they saying, but their videos don't get clipped.
Right.
Here you have it, you know, the sincere men of the Lord pulling out edification, but the videos get clipped. So that's just to show you that,
Right.
you know, who's coming in deception and who's really coming in, you know, as Yahweh Shemal Shai.
Yep. Hey, the if I'm not mistaken, the dude who came up with COINTELPRO, all right, or COINTELPRO, he said, like, basically, if there's another black Messiah, we created him. So for all these dudes trying to come up like they somebody like Grandmaster Jay,
Yep.
you know, or whatever type of dudes trying to say, oh yeah, I'm the dude everybody's supposed to be following after. Esau the one funding his ass, man.
Yep.
So he could lead you jakes astray. Okay, because it's really deeper than just black and white, so to speak, man. It's really, we are the children of Yahweh Shemal Shai, and their main objective is to keep us away from our power, man.
right.
It's just like a sport. When you play a sport and you guarding somebody, what are you trying to do? You trying to stop them from scoring. So by Esau trying to stop us from scoring, it's trying to keep us from Yahweh Shemal Shai.
That's right.
As scriptures say in Habakkuk 2, and I believe it's verse 15, woe unto him that putteth his bottle to his neighbor, that he may look upon his drunkenness, man. That's how Esau does it. He puts his bottle to his neighbor. He tries to seduce Jake with all these wicked things so he could look on our spiritual nakedness, man,
Yeah.
which is our sin and our shame.
And they go back to the reports, Yahweh Shemal Shai, and say, look at your people.
Right.
That's what they doing. But Esau, you the one that's doing this shit to Jake,
Right.
especially in the hood.
Right. Hey, man, every pizza commercial you see, it got a pepperoni pizza.
Wow.
It can have every other pizza, hey, but you almost always see a pepperoni pizza, bro.
Hey,
That's him putting his bottle to his neighbor.
God, yo.
Or you see a sandwich commercial And you might see a couple lobster sandwiches, but you don't definitely see that sandwich, that ham or that swan or something, or that baconator. And who you got? Or the Travis Scott burger, man. Who the fuck? What's on the Travis Scott burger? Bacon, man.
Bacon.
And Esau knows that a lot of people are influenced by these certain celebrities and stuff like that. And what were they telling them to do? They're going to teach them to sell out. It's the same thing that happened back in the book of the Maccabees. They even try to get some righteous men to sell out.
Yep.
You know, but they wouldn't do it. So they're like, okay, you know what? Well, take this fake meat then. That happened back in the Maccabees. They try to feed Eleazar, all right? They try to feed him swine, and he was like, I ain't gonna fucking, eat the swine. They knew that he was a reputable man. So they're like, okay, eat this fake meat, even though it's lawful, but it looks fake.
Come on.
You know, so that you can finesse everybody else and have them thinking that you're going to a strange religion. That's in 2 Maccabees, the 6th chapter, man.
Oh.
You know, but hey, that's the thing. So pretty much, brothers, we flowing in the spirit, but expect this devil to roll on us, man. He's gonna roll on us, man.
Look, your brother, I don't mean to cut you off, but
You
that's
in the
spiritual
spirit?
that you say that, because that's what they do now. Just like Future. Our Future was promoting his music, a lot of drugs in his music, especially popping pills. And then a report came out that says he don't even pop pills.
Right.
But that's just to show you that Esau, makes these influencers do these things to make sure Jake stay on that low level.
Yep.
Yup.
Because if there's one thing Esau does, is this devil studies us, man.
Yup.
He studies our every move, even down to the fact where I'm like this with my hands. He studies that, bro. He studies all of that. He knows what we like to wear. He knows what we like to listen to. He knows what we like to drink, eat. What type of women we like, whatever. This devil studies all of that, man. The scriptures say how our persecutors are swifter than eagles. They hunt our steps, literally. All right? These devils, man, how is it on your phone that every particular day, all right, like for instance, I'm gonna just, keep it funky, man, because the devil watching us anyways, man.
Yep.
And may Yahweh Hashem Shai put the spirit on him to not clip our video so that the sheep could be edified. But either way, all right, I'm going to go ahead and say it. How is it that every day that we go out to camp, I'm not going to say which day it is, even though this devil already knows, all right, but for the sake of wisdom, how is it that the day that we go out to camp, this devil got on your phone, a couple minutes away from such and such street, which is the same street we teach away from. On that same day.
On that same day.
They hunt our steps, man.
Hey, that's spiritual, man. Even on a Monday, if you go to work, if you put on your GPS, it's right there waiting for you just to show you.
Or you leave somewhere 29 minutes from home. Bitch, how the fuck you know I live there?
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
And even if you turn it off, okay, that's cool. This devil still got the drop on you. You make a phone call, he could track you down. He could ping the phone towers, man.
Yeah.
Whatever the case might be, you send a text message. Esau know where you at. The fact that if you live stream, Esau could tap into that live stream, man.
Yep.
Certain apps that you accept on your phone, like let's say you got Snapchat. If you don't give Snapchat access to your camera, they won't even let you use the app. See what I'm saying? So it's just like, this devil is watching us pretty much. And that's going back to him speaking as a dragon. He's coming down. He thinks he's the Most High. Yep. And that's good. That's what this part of their New World Order. Them thinking they're the Most High. And ultimately, what's that going to lead to? The MOTB, man. The mark of the beast.
Yep.
Which is that RFID chip. And they're making it plain and evident in these last days. And that's how they're going to really come down with that great rap. Because that's what this is all about at the end of the day. All roads lead to the chip, man.
That's right.
All right? And for you Babylonians who ain't with the system, all right, they're going to roll over you too. Because it's just like Esau, his way is either get down or lay down. That's how he's coming, man. But Baba Kashal, can you read Revelation 13 again real quick?
All right, this is Revelation 13, verse 11, and it reads, "And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he held two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon, and he exercised all the power of the first beast before him."
Meaning he's doing the same thing as the ancient Roman Empire, man. Okay? Which is going back to what? America is Rome reincarnated. The NATO and the EU, which America is included in the NATO, is Rome reincarnated. It's that Roman Empire system reincarnated. That's him exercising the power of the first beast, which is referring to the Roman Empire. Okay? Go ahead.
"And caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast."
Meaning he's making everybody live this Roman lifestyle. Indulge, do as thou wilt. Bread and circuses, stadiums, stuff like that. Going back to those bread and circuses. That's that Roman like lifestyle. The fact that you can go to like a Super Bowl stadium, what is it shaped like? A Roman Coliseum.
Roman Coliseum, yup.
You know what I'm saying? Or certain things. A lot of things of Babylon really goes back to Rome. Okay, like the irrigation systems that goes back to Rome. Okay, the heating systems and like the pools and stuff like that goes back to Rome. The statues go back to Rome. The infrastructure of certain buildings, the way the White House is built, that goes back to Roman, Greco infrastructure and architecture, man.
Yeah, especially where is that Abraham Lincoln statue?
In Washington D.C.
Yup, the structure of the
columns.
The columns look just like ancient Rome.
Yep. A matter of fact, the pennies, the coins on the pennies and stuff like that, the way that they got their inscriptions and stuff, going back to Rome.
Oh.
Like Yahushua took the penny, he said, whose inscription is this? It says Caesar's. He said, so render unto Caesar what is Caesar's and unto the Most High what the Most High is. But pretty much, that even go back to Rome too. You know, but nonetheless, man, not saying Rome was the only country who had their own inscription on their own money, but at the same time, it's like you see the similarities between Babylon, and there's so many similarities that we're not naming that goes back to America and Babylon, man. Rome was all about that, that melting pot nation. Rome was a melting pot nation too, okay? Because you had something called like the fascia or something like that. Pretty much it was like a bundle of sticks, which is going to show you like a bunch of nations coming together as one. It's the same concept of America. You know, e pluribus unum, man. Out of many one. That's Babylon the Great. This place is full of confusion. This place is full of whoredoms, laying down with all these different nations. But go ahead. That's the point on there right there, right? You had a little bit more on that verse?
Come on, and it says, and caused the earth and them which that dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly womb was healed.
Yeah, meaning what? The deadly womb was healed going back to the time of the Renaissance period till present day. That was the Roman Empire's deadly womb being healed. And why was the womb deadly in the first place? Because you had Jake come up in the stead of the Roman Empire. That's what you had, something called the period of the Holy Roman Empire, which is really Israelites, ruling in the stead of Rome. Okay? But nonetheless, you had the Renaissance period. That was the beginning of the beast's womb being healed to present day. We're still living in that Roman system, man. Okay? Now, through the Spirit, all right, like I said, I mentioned this earlier in the lesson, Babylon has a Senate house. They got the Democrats and the Republicans, which is the modern day patricians and plebeians, man. Baba Kashar, can you get Daniel 7, Baba Kashar? And just start at verse 7, Baba Kashar. Because this is a prophecy about the Roman Empire.
All right, this is Daniel chapter 7, verse 7, and it reads, after this I saw in the night visions, and beheld a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly, and it had a great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it. And it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns.
Right. So why does it say it was diverse from all the beasts before it? Because they had a different form of rulership. These other nations, what would they do? They would appoint a king. But what does Babylon do? They vote.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? They try to have a democratic system.
Come on.
See what I'm saying? They say the people is the government, which really that's all a facade.
Yep.
Okay, because your electoral votes don't even freaking matter. When you really go deeper into it, your votes don't even matter, man. Because they're gonna, let's say no one in Babylon voted. Let's just say hypothetically, no one in Babylon is gonna vote. They still gonna find a way to put somebody in that office at the end of them 4 years, man.
That's right, brother.
But it's a facade. But anyways, I'm gonna get this precept. It's 1 Maccabees 8. I started verse 11. And it was told him beside how they destroyed and brought under their demesne all other kingdoms and isles that any time resisted them. Okay, it says, but with their friends and such as relied upon them, they kept amity. It says, and they that had conquered kingdoms both far and nigh, insomuch as all that heard of their name were afraid of them. Going into that Roman Empire, it's the same spirit, right? It says, verse 13. Also that they whom would help, also that whom they would help to a kingdom, those regain or reign, and whom again they displace. Finally, they were greatly exalted. All right, it says, yet for all this, none of them wore a crown or was clothed in purple to be magnified thereby. Moreover, how they had made for themselves a senate house, wherein 320 men sat in council daily, consulting always for the people, to the end that they might be well ordered, and that they committed their government to one man every year, who ruled over all their country, and that all were obedient to that one, and that there was neither envy nor emulation amongst them, man. Okay, so pretty much going to show you what? That's the same spirit Babylon comes in. Instead of every year, they do it every 4 years, man. But that's the same spirit coming back. It's these same devils coming back. Ecclesiastes tells you that. The thing which has been is that which shall be, and that which shall be done is that which have been done, paraphrasing. There's no new thing under the sun.
That's right.
You know, so it's the same. That's why it says they were diverse from the beasts that were before them, because they ruled differently, man. Okay? Now, you know, pretty much we can drop that Revelation. You got a precept? All right, can you get Isaiah 19, Baba Kushon? Because that wasn't the only article that we seen about how this country is going against each other. Because what? There's another article where it said how certain states are mandating the mask, but you had the LA County. What he say? He said that, I'll get it real quick. LA County Sheriff, this is end time headlines. LA County Sheriff says he will not enforce mask mandate, claiming it isn't backed by science. Now, don't be surprised if you find this dude simultaneously died because of a car crash, or, you know, just randomly he caught cancer or some shit. Or he got attacked by a raccoon. I'm being facetious, but, you know, hey, don't be surprised this nigga end up dead.
God.
Because you got to think about it. LA County Sheriff, that holds a high position in influence.
Yep.
See what I'm saying? So that's the Egyptians versus the Egyptians, man.
Ooh.
So, yeah, from Isaiah 19, Baba Kushon, you can start from the top.
All right, this is Isaiah chapter 19. The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be removed at his presence.
Yeah, the burden of Egypt, which is going into the prophecy of America. All right, because America is spiritually Egypt. Revelation 11 and 8 tells you that this place was spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. But as well, it says what? The Lord rides upon a swift cloud. That's them chariots, man. Okay? That's the chariots. You know, the scriptures talk about he who maketh the clouds his chariots, who walketh upon the wings of the wind. You know? Yahushua, what did Revelation 1 and 7 say? Behold, he come with clouds, man.
Behold, come with cloud.
You know? So go ahead, Baruch. And the idols of Egypt, Slakia, brother. The idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence. When the Lord comes back to destroy this place, all the idols of Egypt, your Mount Rushmores, your Las Vegas Sin Cities, Statue of Liberty, you know, Miami Beach, you know what I'm saying, the Hollywood sign in LA.
Yeah.
Those are all, the Washington Monument, the Lincoln Memorial, the fucking Martin Luther King Monument or Memorial, whatever you want to call it. All these idols of Egypt is going to be taken away with, man. All right, what's that thing? I think it's like in St. Louis where there's like an arch. That thing going to be destroyed when the Lord come back, man. You know, all of these idols of Babylon the Great is going to be taken out, man. All right, all these, you know, significant quote unquote places in Babylon, these tourist attractions in Babylon, those are part of them idols, man. And you know, who's to say that them elites, you know, them lesser luminaries or whatever, man, they be doing rituals in areas like that, man.
Yeah.
You don't think Esau ain't doing rituals in front of Mount Rushmore, man?
Yeah.
You know, you don't think Esau ain't doing rituals in, you know, in the probably underground, the Washington Monument or whatever, man. Matter of fact, the Washington Monument was built by, it was funded by Masons.
Especially the Hollywood sign.
Right, bro.
Whoa, imagine that.
Man, Hollywood is wicked as all hell. That's why they call it Holly Weird, man.
Hollywood.
And everybody knows it.
Yeah.
Look at the stuff that look at the stuff that they're pushing, man.
Yeah.
Any type of movie you see, any type of high-level TV show or whatever, hey, Esau had to approve of that, man.
Come on. And you know what's crazy, brother? Especially as these rappers, you know, it's one rapper which they're quote unquote trolling named Lil Durk. You know, they'll say that he sacrifices his friends and family, but they look at that as like a joking thing. But at the end of the day, it's true.
Right.
You know, and then like the brothers say, the agenda they pushing with the
LGBTQ.
Yeah, the alphabet crew, and that you know, that's okay. You know, to Esau, because he knows that, you know, Jake is gonna be the one that's gonna be
seduced by
that.
And they're using Jake to seduce Jake.
Yep.
Like you got that bitch ass nigga Lil Nas X, man.
BET Awards. He know Jake watched the BET Award ever since one, but it kind of backfired too, cause you notice most Jakes wasn't going for that shit.
Right.
You know, it's in Jake's spirit. Jake knowing his spirit that sodomite shit is through. But then again, you know, Jake want to be far off in this society, so they gonna do what they want to. You know, they gonna do what they gotta do just to be set up.
Yep.
But in their spirit, they know that shit is through.
Man, who the hell owns BET? Is it Jakes or Edomites? See what I'm saying? Going to show you that these devils study us, man.
Yo.
These devils own BET, man.
No. Hey, it wasn't always like that though. It was a so-called black man that owned BET, but he sold it to Esau.
Right.
Before he sold it, it was informational news on BET. It wasn't just music videos, shaking
Rap
ass all the time,
and
rap
shit.
battle. It was when Esau got that shit. That's when he started pushing that shit.
Yep, and you know, Esau Pie was like, listen, you either sell it to us, it get the easy way, or it can go the hard way.
Oh my God, we gonna take that shit
Right,
from you.
right. Because that's how that devil gets down. That's how he gets down, man. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And this is serious. Salaki to be laughing. This is.
But it's
serious
real
matter.
life, though. It's
Yeah,
real life.
It's real life.
And we laugh because it's just like, you know, it's like, you know, when you laugh at something where you just like, damn, like, this nigga just fucked up.
Yeah.
You know, you just laugh. You like, it's like, shit, what else can you really do about it?
Come on, brother.
You know, we get mad at it too. You know, but sometimes you just laugh like, bro, you know, this nigga really is the devil.
Yup.
And he knows it too, man. He knows it. Go ahead.
Verse 2, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom.
Don't, man, this is just the beginning of the Egyptians be setting against the Egyptians. Because Matthew 24 says what? The love of many shall wax cold, because iniquity shall abound. Scripture say that they shall hate one another, betray one another. This is the Egyptians being set against the Egyptians before our very eyes, man.
Come on.
All right, that's biblical prophecy, man.
Yeah.
Here it is. You saying the LA County Sheriff saying he's not gonna enforce the mask mandate, man. Hey, man, you got some other places in Babylon that is enforcing it. Come on, man.
What's that gonna lead to? Martial law.
Right. You know?
Because if, you know, the states aren't applying to what the government is saying, then they're going to have to send them troops out. And it's going to have to be a what? When it's martial law, who's in control?
The pretty much the military.
The military.
You know, the U.S. government don't got shit to do with it anymore. Now the military is in control, man.
Yup.
And or FEMA as well. You know, which FEMA is technically its own organization, so to speak, man. All right. They just label it, you know, federal, but it's really its own organization. All right, but nonetheless, I also want to touch on all right, this thing says there was another article, all right, where I'm gonna land back on this real quick. CDC directors say the U.S. is facing a pandemic of unvaccinated as COVID C19 numbers jump. Guess what? The brothers ain't the only one who don't want to take the jab. Okay, you got a lot of Babylonians who don't want to take the jab. Plenty of Babylonians out there who don't want to take the jab. Okay, so guess what? That's another form of the Egyptians versus the Egyptians too.
Yup.
Okay, and it says in that same chapter, if I'm not mistaken, I'll get it real quick. Salakia. Oh, also in Second Ezra, because like I said earlier, I want to touch on this again. Like I said earlier, this is just the beginning of the Egyptians versus the Egyptians, because also in Second Ezra it says what? You can get it real quick, Bible shot. Second Ezra 15 to 19.
Come on, brother.
All right, this is just the beginning, man.
All right, this is 2nd Esdras chapter 15, verse 19, and it reads, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because the lack of bread, and for great tribulation. Behold, said
That's
Yahweh.
Salakia.
Go ahead, bro.
That's the point. Man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. So this just the beginning. Because in Jacob's trouble, all right, Edomite killing another Edomite, so to speak, is gonna be normal. Edomite on Edomite crime is gonna be normal, man. All right, you can go back to Isaiah 19, Bible Shaw.
Come on, brother.
Continuing on.
All right. Verse 3. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to their idols and to the charmers.
Yeah, and you're seeing that, man. Esau is openly, you know, showing that he's a Satan worshiper, man. The other day we was watching basketball, and these niggas was talking about
666 basketball.
Yeah.
Satan hoops.
yeah, bro, they was apparently they were trying to portray how they're playing video games in hell. I mean, not video games, playing basketball in hell. and they had that one Jake. What's that nigga name?
Anthony Anderson.
Right. You know, he had his own show too. So you know his ass sold out. He's been an actor in a lot of big movies. He was in Transformers. He was in a lot of big so-called black entertainment movies and shit like that. His ass out of there, man.
Malibu Most Wanted.
Right. Those are big movies. And you ain't getting in no big movie unless you sell out,
Unless
man.
you sell out.
How the hell you a host on what was it, Jimmy Kimmel or
That's Jimmy Kimmel. You know Jimmy
Yeah.
Kimmel. That's one of the biggest,
Bro. And it just hit me the other day because 50 Cent, I was watching something on 50 Cent. It was on social media with 50 Cent, where they said like basically like how did you take yourself out your own show? And he was basically saying like, you know, I got to the point where, you know, he said you're not really rich if you can't not go to work and your money still ain't making money, so to speak. They said they was basically trying to figure out like why he took himself out of his own show. He said, you know, pretty much because you ain't really making money if you got to go to work. He's like, when I was rapping and stuff like that, I was technically living paycheck to paycheck. But he's like, now I'm on a level where I could be at home and I'm still making money. And I was like, yo, this nigga was on some real shit when he said that. So pretty much 50 ass sold out too, man.
he did.
But nonetheless, okay, when you think about it, Jimmy Fallon, here it is. Jimmy Fallon, when it was showing the credits, this nigga was the first name on the credits, but he wasn't in the episode. Like that whole show, he was not in the show. I'm like, what the fuck this nigga? How is this nigga show and he not on the show? And then later on in the week, I saw that thing with 50 Cent. I was like, damn, you know them niggas, you know they making bread or whatever. They sold out to the point where they don't even gotta show up on their own show, man. You know, but that goes to show you what, man. That but pretty much. Esau is the one who allowed that to happen. The reason why I'm bringing this out is because on that same show, they were playing basketball in hell, man. And you had like a demonic clown as the backboard. And then you had like the car wash inflatable things that be throwing their body around. And the jersey number was 6. And there was 3 of them. And the 2 said 6. And the other one, they didn't show that third one. But it was obviously that you can imply that third one's number was a number 6, man.
Yep.
Which represents the mark of the beast, and it's, you know, it's a demonic. That number has a demonic vibration to it, 666. So it goes to show you what, man, that, you know, they're openly seeking to the wizards and the charmers and stuff like that, man.
Yep.
They're normalizing witchcraft, man.
Yeah, they even had a fucking demon on the bicycle.
Oh yeah, they did have a demon on the basketball. And then who else did they have playing Satan? They had Issachar playing Satan, man. They had Issachar and Judah on the show, you know, basically having their stamp of approval for some demonic shit. Because, you know, what's that nigga named Anthony what?
Anthony Anderson.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he probably Southern Kingdom. You know, whether he might be Judah Benjamin Levi, you know, or it could be Northern Kingdom, you know, but the image that they portrayed him to be was Southern Kingdom. I'll say that. You know what I'm saying? And then they had Issachar dressed up like the devil. Had the devil horns on, wearing red and shit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you know, they know that they're Israel. You know what I'm saying? They had the people in the crowd cheering them on. Woo! They playing basketball in hell, though. But you ain't going to be cheering when you playing basketball in the missiles, man. Best believe that.
And that's just to show you Babylon is through. Because if you want any type of success in this place, you have to sell out, man.
Yep.
You know, there's nothing that you could do if it's TV, sports, you know, whatever the case may be. You have to sell out to Esau.
Got to.
You have to.
All right. Now, Baba Kushal, continue on that Isaiah 19.
And it says, and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards, and the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of the cruel Slakia, and the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord.
Yeah, that's them draconian legislations, man. All right, the Egyptians being given over to the hand of a cruel Lord, going into them draconian measures, but they're also going to be given to a cruel Lord in the kingdom too. All right, because Yahweh Shai, hey, we're going to be cruel on you heathens, man. All right, the scriptures talk about how we can't rule over our Israelite brother with rigor, but we can rule over the heathen with rigor, man. And best believe we're going to rule over you with a rod of iron, as it says in Psalms, the 2nd chapter, Revelation, the 2nd chapter, man. Okay, go ahead.
And a fierce king shall rule over them, said the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Shema Shah.
That's right, man. So that's the point on that right there. I got a precept.
Come on.
This is Haggai chapter 2 and verse 22. And I will overthrow the throne of kingdoms, and I will destroy the strength of the kingdoms of the heathen, and I will overthrow the chariots and those that ride in them, and the horses and their riders shall come down, everyone by the sword of his brother. That's them Egyptians said against the Egyptians, man. All right? Man having no pity upon his neighbor. Also, Isaiah, the 9th chapter. Can you get that, Bible Shaw? Going more into how the Egyptians and Satan's divided against Satan, man. So how do you know we're at the end? How you know his kingdom is crumbling? Because Satan is divided against Satan. Yahushua said it. If Satan be divided against Satan, how shall his house stand? Roughly paraphrase.
Yo, hey, and that's how man, the prophecies are really revealing themselves, man, in these latter times, man. Because all these people thought that it was going to go back to normal. Now look at it. Hey, the title said, here we go again.
Yeah, right.
So, hey, just like how they, back, last year in March, when the mass people had to stay at home, it's about to happen again. But it's going to be, 10 times worse. It might be a permanent lockdown this time.
Yep. Hey, what that nigga Bill Snake said. He said they didn't take the first lockdown serious. They're gonna definitely take the second lockdown serious. And he was smirking and smiling while he said that, man.
Hey, people forgot that though, because
Right.
what? Peace and safety.
Peace and safety. That's
Yeah,
right.
hey, they thought everything was going back to normal, man. But hey, that's why it says in Ephesians 6, that it's spiritual wickedness in high places.
Yep.
All right.
And Bill Snakes, his ass is a Rothschild, man. He just changed his name, but he's really a Rothschild, and he's the front man. He's the guy that's the face of the Rothschild, so to speak, because really their whole thing is secrecy. That's why it says in Psalm 64, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, man.
Come on.
All right? And we know you devils watch us, man. We know that you're going to roll on us, man. We
Yeah.
don't care. That's the thing, because the fear of the Lord is strong confidence, man.
Yeah, that's right.
And you devils even said it to yourselves. Wisdom of Solomon, 2nd chapter. The ungodly have said reasoning within themselves, but not rightly. But what did they say? What was a part of their reasoning? If he be the son of the Most High will help him. So you devils know Yahweh Shemashai going to help us, man. The Lord going to lift up a standard on you devils, man. Come and roll on us, man. Please. We don't care. Not saying that you going to come, you're going to come tiptoeing and tulips and shit. All right? But, we know you're going to come, man. But we got that faith in Yahweh Shemashai that the Lord got us. Whether we live or we die, the Lord still got us. And guess what? We're going to have the last laugh anyways, man.
Yeah, that's right.
We don't give a damn about this place, man.
Yo.
We just doing what we got to do to get by, until the Lord hurry up and hit the kill switch on this place, man. We ain't worried about you devils, man. And we know you're going to come too, man. We know you're coming. We're telling you you're going to come because the scripture tells us you're going to come, man. But even you know that Yahweh Shemashai going to help us, man. That's Wisdom of Solomon, 2nd chapter. And, since I'm over here quoting it, I might as well get it. But like sure say, if the just man be the son of the Most High, he will help him.
That's right.
And, I know I'm talking big shit right now, but may Yahweh Shemashai keep his spirit upon us, man.
That's right.
All right, this is Wisdom of Solomon 2, starting at verse 17. Actually, I'll start at verse Wisdom of Solomon 2. I'm gonna start from the top, but I'll skip around. Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 1. For the ungodly said, reasoning within themselves, but not aright. Our life is short and tedious, and in the death of a man there is no remedy. Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave. All right, referring to you Edomites, man. All right, that's your lifestyle. That's what you think. You live a YOLO lifestyle. All right, but there's people who have returned from the grave, man. And Esau, you have the records. But the Lord ain't bringing your ass back from the grave because you're insignificant to Yahweh Shemashai. You're just his sword, man. And anyways, I'll skip down to the point. It says, verse 12. Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn, and he is clean contrary to our doings. He upbraideth us with our offending of the law. So he upbraideth us with our offending the law, and objecteth our infamy, the transgressions of our education. He professeth to have the knowledge of the Most High, and he calleth himself the child of the Lord. Are we not calling ourselves the child of the Lord, man? Are we not saying we're the sons of God? Lord willing, we be those men. He was made to reprove our thoughts. He is grievous unto us even to behold, for his life is not like other men's. His ways are of another fashion. Yeah, Esau see us. He know that we're not just like some, random niggas on the street, like some wild bulls in the net. He see that there's something different about us, man. That's why he tries to approach us, serpent-like, man. Okay? Because he knows that we're not just like other, And that's not of ourselves, it's of Yahweh Shemashai and through his wisdom. That's what separates us from the pack, man. All right? It says, he is grievous unto us, even to behold, for his ways are not like other men's, his ways are of another fashion. We are esteemed of him as counterfeits. He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness, man. And that's how we look at this place. We look at this place like filthiness. He pronounceth the end of the just to be blessed, and maketh his boast that the Most High is his Father. That's what we're doing. We boasting in our, the scripture say, in Yahweh Shem Shah, we boast all the day long, man. All right, our soul shall boast of the Lord, roughly paraphrasing. Let us see if his words be true, and let us prove what shall happen in the end of him. Esau is like, all right, I'm going to come see about you. That's pretty much what he's saying to us. Yep. All right, but the Lord said you would say this stuff, man. And we telling you this is how you feel, and you notice how you feel. Okay? That's why you be clipping our videos. It says, let us see, verse 18, here's the point. For if the just man be the son of the Most High, he will help him and deliver him from the hand of his enemies, man. Oh. So if Esau knows, even you know that the Most High going to deliver us from you, man. And the scriptures say that the Lord going to deliver us from you. 2 Ezra 16 and 54. What's it called? Matter of fact, you was just in the book of Micah.
I was in the book of Micah. That's the spirit.
Go ahead and get scripture for me, Baba Kashaw. You get Micah 4.
Start from the top.
Start from verse 10, Baba Kashaw.
All right, this is Micah 4, starting at verse 10. Be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. For now shalt thou go forth out of the city, and thou shalt dwell in the field, and thou shalt go even to Babylon. There shalt thou be delivered. There the Lord shall redeem thee from the hand of thine enemies.
So totally right there, the Lord gonna deliver us from the hand of our enemies, man.
That's right.
2 Ezra 16 and 74 also tells you that. Matter of fact, we can start at verse 68. Okay, because this is all biblical prophecy, and we got to keep bringing these things out, because guess what? You know, the time is going to come where this actually going to be fulfilled.
That's right.
Okay, and it's being fulfilled to a certain degree, but it's going to be fulfilled in its perfection, man. Because he said I ain't roll with that great wrath just yet.
This is 2 Esdras chapter 16, verse 64.
68.
68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols.
Yeah, so they're going to take away certain of you, meaning they're going to try to snatch up certain brothers, throw them in them FEMA camps. Certain brothers might get tortured. Certain brothers might get put to death. You might not get put to death. You might still get snatched up, thrown in a FEMA camp, but the Lord could deliver you out that FEMA camp, or you might get put to death. But this is what we signed up for. You got to understand what you signed up for when you come in this thing. Scriptures talk about counting the cost.
Come on.
Because any other revolutionary person who don't spoke out against the system, they got demonized, they got persecuted, or they got put to death, man. Man, look at what happened to the president in Levi, in the nation of Levi, man.
Yeah.
I'm being wise with my words. They just put his ass to death. Why? Because he was against that jab, man.
Yeah.
Okay? They put him to death, man. So if they put him, and there was other presidents who got put to death because they were against the jab.
3 presidents.
All right? And that's a Masonic number 2.
Matter of fact, since we're on the topic, let me get that.
Okay? Going to show you what this devil, all right? If you ain't exercising the power of the first beast, if you ain't worshiping that Roman image, man. All right, what does it say in Revelation 13? I'll get the scripture real quick while the brother's looking for that. Revelation 13 and verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Okay, so if you ain't worshiping this image of Esau's lifestyle, he's going to try to put you to death, whether it be metaphorically or literally. Okay? So that's the point on that right there. Okay?
Damn, it's a lot.
No, go ahead. Matter of fact, that's the spirit, because I actually wanted to go back to Micah 4. I'll go back to Micah 4 real quick, because I wanted to break that down. So while you're looking for that, I'll break down that Micah 4. Micah chapter 4 and verse 11 or verse 10, be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. And those birth pains, going back to Isaiah 66, that's the time of Jacob's trouble, man. Those are the beginning of sorrows, man. And Jacob's trouble is going to be like a woman in labor, a woman in travail. It's going to be a short time frame, so to speak, because Jacob's trouble is not going to be forever. All right, it's going to be a short time frame in comparison of the time frame of Babylon's existence, but it's going to be a very intense time frame, like a woman in travail. You know, those labor pains might last a couple hours, them contractions might last a couple hours, but then what? Eventually the baby comes. Same thing with Jacob's trouble. They're going to be an intense short time frame of the labor pains, you know, and then what? The baby going to come, aka Yahushua coming back, setting up our kingdom. All right, it says, "For now shalt thou go forth out of the city, and thou shalt dwell in the field." The city represents Israel, Jerusalem. All right, and the field represents the world. It tells you that in Matthew 13, and starting around verse 37, it's talking about the wheat and the tares. It says what? The field is the world. Matthew 13.
Salaki, it was a picture that the brother sent in the chat of the 3 presidents, but I guess whoever sent it had deleted it. But it was 3 presidents, 2 in 2 Africa countries, and then one of the Levi presidents.
Right. Matthew 13 and 37. He answered and said unto them, "He that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man. The field is the world. The good seed are the children of the kingdom, but the tares are the children of the wicked one." All right. And then also Revelation for the 14th chapter talks about how he's going to reap the harvest of the world. All right. Revelation 14, starting at verse 14. "And I looked, and behold, a white cloud. Upon the cloud one sat like unto the Son of Man, having on his head a golden crown, and in his hand a sharp sickle." All right, it says, "And another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud, Thrust in thy sickle and reap, for the time is come for thee to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe." Okay, the harvest represent what? The field. So the field is the world. Okay, and it says, "Thou shalt go even to Babylon." Going to show you what? That we were scattered amongst the nations, and we ended up to ancient Babylon, which is modern day Iraq, but even in modern day spiritual Babylon, which is America. Okay, and also in Deuteronomy the 28th chapter it says, "Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field." We was cursed in our own land, and we cursed in the world too, wherever we scattered abroad at, man. But now the Lord is lifting up the curses off of us and putting them upon our enemies, as we read in the beginning of the video, Deuteronomy 30 and 7.
Right.
But you can go back to 2nd Ezra 16. And guess what, too, man? Esau, when you roll and the Lord lifted that standard, all right, prepare to see some shit you ain't never seen before.
Yep.
Okay?
They make all these superhero movies, but just wait till that Lord, or till Yahushua Shah lift that standard. You're going to see all those things come to fruition.
Right. And that's the thing, too, Esau. We going to see your ass coming, man. Just like how Yahushua knew that them Romans was coming after him, we going to see you coming, too, man. But man's goings are the Lord. So the Lord going to probably put the spirit on us, if it's our will, to go that way, to get caught by you devils, man. Even though, just like how Yahushua was able to lay his life down, same way how brothers going to be able to lay them lives down to a certain degree, man. You know, because brothers going to be, man, hey, man, brothers, as we keep continuing and growing in the spirit, our spiritual powers will continue to increase, bro.
Come on.
And we even see it now to a certain degree. You know, like one time we was fellowshipping.
God.
I was literally just meditating on this day. One time we was fellowshipping, bro, and we was talking about Apostle Peter being King David in the reincarnation. And another brother who was at the fellowship with us, he was gone. He wasn't even around us when we was speaking about it. He was doing a lesson outside in his car, doing a lesson. He didn't hear us talk about that. He came inside and he was like, "Hey, you know what? There's a scripture that I was thinking about about King David being the Apostle Peter or something like that." We all looked at each other like, "Whoa," you know what I'm saying? But the brother wasn't with us when we was talking about that, man. And that's just like one example of us and our spiritual powers increasing. You know, there'll be times where brothers, you know, can like read each other's thoughts and shit like that, man. You know, or like, you know what a brother about to say or what a brother about to do before he even do it. Be like, you know, I remember one time, and this was last week, we was fellowship. I remember one time we was at fellowship, I was getting ready to leave, and I was just like, you know, Jake just like kind of got up like this, and the brother looked at me, he was like, you know, saying shalom, and I was like, God, I told the brother, I was like, that's that spiritual power, like, bro already knew I was getting ready to leave, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know, Esau, man, the Lord has blessed us with his Holy Spirit, and there's fruits of the Spirit, man. Don't forget, there's fruits of the Spirit. So, and brothers, don't be afraid of this devil, man. All right? Fuck this nigga, man. All right? Yeah, he could put you to death, but Yahusha said, fear not them which can kill both soul and body, man. And if you're, right.
You got it, brother.
But rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell, man. Which meaning the Lord can make your life live in hell. And the Lord can keep you alive during the missiles, man.
Hey, that's spiritual too, because with these, knowing that, it's like, we got nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose, bro.
Because, hey, Esau might be able to kill this flesh, but we know, Lord, when we brought that number, we're going to be the first ones risen back up when Yahweh Shem Al-Shah comes back, man.
Yeah, the Lord going to raise us back up again, and we going to get our last laugh, man.
Yeah.
And the scriptures talk about how, you know, perfect love driveth away fear. If you're loving Yahweh Shem Al-Shah perfectly, if you're doing what's right inside Yahweh Shem Al-Shah perfectly, so to speak, man, you ain't going to be afraid what these devils going to do unto you, man. The scriptures say, you know, Isaiah 51 and 12, it says, let me get it, man. You know, because I want to get this for comfort. All right, because, you know, our flesh will get scared. But really, you got to move in the spirit. Isaiah 51 and 12, even I am he that comforteth you. Who art thou that thou shouldest be afraid of a man that shall die? And of the son of man which shall be made as grass, man. So the Lord like, look, I'm comforting you. Don't be afraid of this bitch-ass nigga, man. His ass gonna die. All right? But the scripture say, Yahushua said what? That the ones who believe on him shall have everlasting life. Even though he were dead, yet shall he live, man.
Come on.
Roughly paraphrase. So really, we ain't fucking dying anyways, man. We're just gonna shed this flesh a little earlier than the other brothers or sisters might. If it is our lot to quote unquote die, man. Now, am I sitting here saying that I want Esau to roll on me? Am I sitting here saying that I want to get my head chopped up in a guillotine? No, I'm not necessarily saying that. But at the same time, you got to have that spiritual confidence, man, that Yahweh Shemashai got you either way it go. This a fucking weird ass song, low key.
Yeah,
you know,
that is
say it, yeah, God.
That's like those little
Adam's Family type shit.
Yeah, little horror type film music.
Hey man, but hey, we don't really give a fuck how you devils feel, man.
Yep.
Cause Yahweh Shemashai got us, man.
At the end of the day.
That's right. So we can continue on that second Ezra.
Alright, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 69, and it says, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot.
All the zealots of our people, alright, Esau gonna turn his back on you.
For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord.
Insurrection meaning the uprising of the government. Esau's gonna roll with that martial law upon those that fear the Lord. Pretty much he gonna roll on all Israel, man. Alright? Not just the men of the Lord, all Israel, whether you was teaching the right doctrine or not. Go ahead.
They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord.
Yeah, the Lord gonna put that high level demonic spirit on Esau where he gonna be like a madman. He's gonna be like the purge out here, man. He's just gonna be trying to roll niggas down, sparing none.
For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses.
Yeah, the martial law troops gonna be breaking into people's houses and stuff like that, snatching them up, throwing them in them FEMA camps and stuff like that. You know, this is what's coming, man. Go ahead.
Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire.
Yeah, and what's a part of our trial? Our faith. Our faith, man. Scripture talk about the trial of your faith being more precious than gold.
Ooh.
Our faith is going to be tried. And it's going to look like the Lord ain't with us. I'm just letting y'all know now, because this is what it's going to be like. That's why the Lord is chastising us. He's putting us through the fire now, so he's making us numb to this shit, man. So when the time comes, we're going to be like, well, the Lord was with me when this happened. The Lord was with me when that happened. So why wouldn't the Lord be with me now? Same way King David had that confidence where he was like, the Lord delivered me from the paw of the lion and the paw of the bear. So it's the same way the Lord going to deliver me from this uncircumcised Philistine. Same way now. The Lord delivered us in this situation. The Lord delivered our forefathers in that situation. So he going to deliver us in these times too, man. Ecclesiasticus
chapter 2, verse 10. Look at the generations of old. All right, but I got a precept. This is 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 7. It says that the trial of your faith being much more precious than of gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Yahushua HaMashiach.
That's right. That's right. So we're going to be found with honor and glory under our Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai, and every man in their own particular order, if we be of that number. Abarazah, we be of that number. Why? Because we've been tried as that gold in the fire. Acceptable men being tried in the furnace of adversity, man.
That's right.
So, hey, I'm not saying, don't move with wisdom out here. Don't be circumspect. Who following you? Who watching you? Who's asking you questions? I'm not saying, to trust everybody. I'm not saying being out here to be a bold fellow asking for trouble. I'm not saying that. Scripture say be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. But at the same time, you got to have that confidence that the Lord got us, man. The Lord got us. The Lord ain't going to save you by your guns. He ain't going to save you by your bow. He's going to save you through his spirit, man. You call upon the name of the Lord. That is our protection. That's our strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and are safe, man. Right. Proverbs 18:10. That's
right.
All right. Oh, matter of fact, go ahead. What does it say in Zechariah 13? About the 1/3 being tried through the fire. They're going to call on his name, and I will hear them, and I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord Yahweh Basham Shai is my power, man. So the Lord got us. You got to keep doing what's right in his sight, though. It's a contingency plan, It's all based on if you serving the Lord or not, or if he have mercy on you or not. That's why we pray Yahweh Shai have mercy on us, man. Because if not, then we're fucked.
We fucked.
You know what I'm saying? Real shit. But, hey, like we say, Abarazah, we are not of them that draw back unto perdition, man. Go ahead.
Hear, O ye my beloved, said the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same.
Mm-hmm.
Be not afraid, neither doubt, for Yahweh Basham Shai is your God.
That's a commandment, bro. Be not afraid, neither doubt, man.
Hey, that shit Paul, because that be Satan being in your mind, making you doubt throughout the day. Is this really the thing I want to be in? Is this, is this true? But at the end of the day, the scripture tells us to what? Not doubt. Because we know through the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai that all these things that are written therein in this Bible, man, is true. Yahweh Shema Shai is going to deliver us in the times to come.
That's right.
Keep on. And the God of them who keep my commandments and precepts, said the Lord Yahweh, let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves. Woe be unto them that are bound with their sins and covered with their iniquities, like as a field is covered over with bushes, and the path thereof covered with thorns. Let no man may travel through. It is left undressed, and is cast into the fire to be consumed therewith.
Right. So pretty much, those of our people who are bound by their sins, they're going to be cast into that fire, which is the missiles, man. All right, but pretty much point being what? I will deliver you from the same. Days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. The Lord is telling us he's going to do it. The Lord is not a man that he should lie. Right. You have to believe that he will deliver us, man. Scripture saying in Sirach 2:13, woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended, man.
Right.
Oh my gosh, Esau's coming. What am I going to do?
That's going on.
You're going to have to, your brother going to have to grab you, listen, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Gird your loins.
Gird up your fucking loins. All the shit we done been through, man. Now it's time to put it in, You know what I'm saying? Now your brother going to have to, you know what I'm saying? Get a grip of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Tighten up. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
Endure hardness as a good soldier, man.
God.
You got to be a man in this thing, man.
You got to.
Scripture say, quit yourselves as men, Gird up the loins of your mind. Because the same way how Yahweh had to suffer, we're going to have to suffer too. This is what we signed up for, man. But you have to understand that this is a light affliction, man.
Hey.
This is a light affliction.
That's right, bro. Hey, that's the spirit, man. Imagine this, because we know that what? It says Esau is the end of the world, but Jacob is the beginning of it that followed, man. So we up next. We really up now.
Yeah,
but
right.
It's we going through all this, but we going to have a reward for all the things that we doing, man. We up next, man.
Yep.
We just got to go through, like the brother said, a lot of affliction, and then we going to have everything that we wanted plus 100-fold, man.
Let me get that
precept, man.
Come on, brother.
You got anyone after this though? You got anything else after this?
No, that's all you, brother.
Baba Shaw, can you get 2nd Ezra 6? I think it might be verse 24, but I'm gonna get this precept real quick. 1 Timothy chapter 4. Oh no, it might be 2nd Timothy. It's a lot. 2 Timothy 4, starting at verse 1. Ah man. I'll start from the point. I'll go straight to the point. It's locked. 2 Timothy 4, starting at verse 5. But watch thou in all things, endure afflictions, okay? Do the work of an evangelist, which is street preaching, which is what we do. The Wadi Abashim Shah putting the spirit on us to do it. Make full proof of thy ministry, meaning go all out. You know, make full proof of your ministry. Fulfill your portion. You know, like you know how like people like to say, pretty much like, what's the word? Pretty much we're like, you know, ride this thing till the wheels fall off.
Come on, yeah.
That's pretty much making full proof of your ministry. You know what I'm saying? You're making the full use out of it. You know, you see brothers' Bibles be all ripped up and highlighted up and stuff like, or even brothers who don't highlight. Because I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen brothers who don't highlight their Bibles, yet the stuff is still look broken up and stuff like that. That's them making full proof of your ministry, so to speak. You know, pretty much making full use out of something. You know, like a pair of shoes. You was using them pair of shoes to them shits till the sole slipped off.
Till you can't no more.
Right. That's making full proof of your ministry.
That's right, bro.
It says, for I am now ready to be offered, and the time of my departure is at hand. I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. And what are we fighting against? Spiritual wickedness in high places, man.
That's right.
It says, henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day. Man, you gotta think about it. If you in that guillotine, fucking guillotine, man, you just, you know that blade about to come down on your neck. You gotta just meditate like, Yahweh Shai about to put a crown on my head, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta sit there in that guillotine and really just be like, you know what? Yahweh Shai about to put a crown on my head. I'm about to go in the spirit realm and the Lord about to congratulate me, man. The Lord about to tell me that I'm a good and faithful servant. You gonna be in that guillotine like Brakat Yahweh, Brakat Yahweh Shai, Brakat Yahweh, Brakat Yahweh Shai, Brakat Yahweh, Brakat Yahweh Shai. Man, the Lord might even have mercy on you, take your spirit before they even cut your head off, so you don't feel the pain. Not saying that's gonna happen, but I'm just saying it could happen though, man. Shit, man, the Lord can have it set up to where the fucking guillotine break.
Yo, right on that, right before it even come close to your head, man.
Man, the Lord can have it set up to where you call on His name and you just fucking, like that, what that movie with Jamie Foxx, Project Power, some shit like that, where it just came out not too long ago, a couple months back, where he basically let off a spirit bomb in that motherfucker, man. Hey, man. Or the Lord can have it set up where you do die, quote unquote, which really you just shed in the flesh. But you got to understand, even if it is that route, because some brothers or sisters got to take that route. The scriptures speak about the martyrs of Yahweh Shai. But you're gonna, there's a crown gonna be laid up for you, man. You're gonna get a new body first. You're gonna get beamed up in them ships first. It's a win-win situation.
Win-win. It's like that movie, Apocalypse, though. You ever watch that movie?
I gotta check it out, Lord.
Hey, man, right when, because another tribe came in, in their territory and got them, and all the men, they took the men and they chopped their heads off. But one particular, it was like the chief tribe's son. As right before they was about to chop his head off, I'm talking about the whole sky became black. The whole sky became darkened, and then they just looked upon, and they didn't chop his head off. Hey, but that's spiritual. We could look upon that, cause that's like a guillotine. Right. And he probably was calling on, Yahweh Shai before they was about to cut off his head.
Right.
It's a movie, but just putting in a little
spiritual tidbit, man.
Like spiritual tidbit, come on.
Hey, man, 2 Timothy 4:8. Henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, and not to me only, but unto them also that love His appearing, man. So, hey, every brother gonna have that crown laid up for him that love His appearing, man. All right? You gotta meditate upon that, man. You gotta really sit back, man. Them days where them demons is getting on you and you just fucking vexed with this place, bro, you gotta really sit back and just close your eyes and meditate like, bro, Yahweh Shai's hands, his royal heavenly hands, with a glorified, incorruptible crown, about to place it on your head, and you just bow down, like, and you just feel that crown touching your head, and you hear Yahweh Shai's voice. Well done, thou good and faithful servant. You know, you've been faithful over a few things. I'll make you ruler over many things. Man, you gonna be like, God, man, Yahweh Shai, man. Lord got us, man. We gonna be straight, man.
That's right,
We gonna be fucking straight, man.
That's right.
So fuck Esau, man. Let him roll on us, man. If you killed us, you doing us a fucking favor, man.
That's right.
Real shit. These are the type of men you dealing with. These are the type of men you dealing with, because they got the spirit of Yahweh Shai upon them, man. The bravery, the valor, you know? It's not of ourselves, man. It's Yahweh Shai. You kill us, you doing us a favor, man.
That's right. We ain't want to be here no way.
The scriptures say to die is gain, man.
That's right.
You just really saving us the suffering from going through Jacob's trouble. Or if we live, we still winning anyways, man.
That's true. Hey, Yahweh Shai is going to take some brother just so they don't have to go through Jacob's trouble.
Right, man. Isaiah 57 talks about that. You know? This is spirit. Let me get that scripture real quick. And also Wisdom of Solomon, the 4th chapter. Isaiah 57:1. The righteous perisheth, and no man layeth it to heart. And merciful men are taken away, none considering that the righteous is taken away from the evil to come. So really, the Lord might take a certain brother out because, you know, the scripture say he will not put upon you more than you can bear. So really, he's like, I'm taking this brother out so he don't have to go through Jacob's trouble, man. Or whatever the case might be, you know? Okay, yeah, it might hurt. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, your flesh might get scared or whatever. But you got to move in the spirit, man. That's what the ultimate goal is. Walk in the spirit, you will not fulfill the lust of the flesh. You know? So this is a little something I wanted to say, man. You know, because I ain't planning on making a video on that. But these things have to be said because these are the times we're coming into. And you have to prepare your mind for stuff like that, man.
That's right.
You know? You got anything else, Doc?
Shit, brother.
Oh, you got that second Ezra still? All right, we get that real quick. And, you know, we are going to
Start at the top.
64, I think. 24. Where it talks about, like, pretty much friends fighting like enemies.
All right, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 24. At that time shall friends fight another against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in the fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run.
Pretty much friends fighting like enemies, meaning what? You know, going to the time of Jacob's trouble where every man's hand's going to be set against his neighbor. But as well, this can also apply to them Egyptians versus them Egyptians, man.
Come on.
You know? But that's really the point, man. You know, I just want to bring that out, but, you know, hey, you got it, Doc.
Hey, man. Lord willing that this lesson was edifying, man. We want to give all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone everywhere. Peace, blessings, salutations to the elect. Shalom and Abba Babal.
Shalom.